All right, so we're going to start with the side view. The main thing I see, well, this playthrough, this will just play the same shot over and over, is I see a little timing issue. You get kind of early in timing, especially toward the end. Okay, um, and that could be causing what you don't like with your releases. Okay, um, even here, stance and everything is fine. I wouldn't change that. I think 4 steps is good, but you don't need to change that either. You do have some early motion with the upper body. So you're kind of moving with the upper body. Feet aren't moving yet. Okay. Um, and then what happens is you kind of come up a little bit and then come down. I think the up is just because you push a little bit early, your body's taking up time. Okay. Um, this position here isn't like crazy early for your height backswing. I think it is. Guys with really big swings have to have the ball down sooner because they have more swing to complete. You don't have a crazy high backswing. So I think for your height backswing, the ball's swinging here early, mainly because of that early motion. Okay, so we're going to work on kind of delaying that push a little bit. Um, and I don't remember 3 years ago, but you may have always been a little bit early. Okay. Okay, so you're probably less early now than you used to be. Your muscles know what they like, and they like being early. Doesn't mean you like it; they like it. So they will do whatever they can to trick you into being early. So as you try to delay that push a hair, don't be surprised your first step might get bigger and slower. That's just your body trying to give you time for the ball to be early. So if you're working on the push rate and you feel like your first step's getting slower and bigger, maybe do a couple of smaller, quicker first step, then go back to the push rate thought. You can't do two things at once. Now, sometimes your body doesn't fight you, sometimes it will. But I can almost kind of see how your body would figure that out pretty quickly. Okay. So if you record from the side, what I would want to see, have you see timing wise, reference the center of the ball. So that's kind of like lower thigh there. Maybe if that was just like upper thigh with the center of the ball, so about a half a ball. Okay. And then on step two, instead of having the center of the ball kind of mid back, if that was kind of just another, like half a ball lower, I think that would be better timing. The ball goes up on step three as it should, but right about there is the top of your swing, so you're not off your step yet. So you start coming down a little bit early on step three. Whenever you see the ball coming down on three, it's going to be hard not to be early coming through the release. Okay. Another point of timing we can look at is when the slide foot is all the way on the floor. Usually we want the back arm a little bit more parallel to the approach. So you can see how you're fighting being early here. Um, I tend to see this more with people that fight being early than late. There's kind of a lag effect where your body may give you what you want on step one. It may give you a little bit on step two, but it doesn't want to give up what it likes on 3, 4. But the more you chop off one and two, the more it gives you on 3, 4. Okay, but it's pretty common where your body will give you something and then not want to give up the rest. Okay, and that's just a process of slowly changing that timing. Even here, your foot should be stopped. You kind of slide through it because of being early. And when you're early with the actual release, one of three things can happen. It can either be really good, the way you want it. You can kind of hit up on it and grab it, or you can kind of miss it. And unfortunately, those happen randomly. And all three could hit your target, but you would have three different ball motions, which makes it very hard to adjust to landing conditions. Okay. If we look at another chart, it's going to look the same. And it's not like the initial motion of your push is too fast. I think it gets faster right about there. As it kind of comes down, you're kind of helping it down a little bit. Okay. Even if I show you, oops, let me do this again. All right, so right now we're looking at release. With the hand on the backside of the ball. It is. You're probably going to maintain that pretty nicely, actually. Yep, that's pretty good right there. And see, right there, there's nothing outside your shoulder with the ball. Then right about there is where you start kind of reaching out laterally. I mean, that's 2/10 of a second, by the way. So you're not far off. Um, maybe a hair bit of early turn. I'm being extremely picky when I say that. Muscle promotes early turn, so if you try to make too much power right at the end, that can make you come out a little bit or come around a little bit early, or not come off your hand as cleanly. Thumb is out, fingers are in. So pretty good release motion overall. Let's get one more release shot. Yeah, that's pretty good. Like I said, balance is not an issue. If you ever fall off balance, you pull through crazy hard. That's probably what happened. Okay. Now I'm going to redo that last part I did because I wasn't recording the audio. So we're just looking at the back view here, and swing looks very nice as far as swing direction and swing path. Nothing wrong there. Um, I can see the temptation to make a little bit too much power right here at the end. You even see how the head goes a little bit left. Okay. In real time motion, it looks a little bit abrupt right through there. It's not that we want you to be like a dead fish and do nothing, but the more you use muscle, the more inconsistent ball motion you're going to create. Okay. We kind of looked at footwork, just overall drift from start to finish. It's about 3 boards, and I think a lot of that is just your slide. So most guys will kind of come right back under themselves, almost on the same board as I said before the slide. You go just a little bit left, a couple boards. Okay. And then you're ending up a little bit too far away from your target. Okay, so again, if you line up with the inseam, let's say, and I think your drift is fairly consistent. I don't see you wandering crazy. I was kind of watching. Um, so to accommodate a couple boards of drift, you might have to start a little further right to end up in the right spot. Does that make sense? Or you can work on the slide coming a couple boards to the right, which would really be straight. Okay. Over time, a little bit left feels straight, so straight would actually feel like you're going to the right. Okay. And then you might just have to look down and see where you ended up compared to where you felt. Okay. But I agree, we want that ball a little closer to your ankle there. Even here, it looks pretty good. There's nothing outside your shoulder. Right about there, we're getting some of that ball outside your shoulder. Okay. Um, if we look at somebody like, let's look at Marshall from the back view here. Oops, he was not there. I moved a bunch of my clips around. Now I can't find them. There we go. So this is back view. I'll just go through the release here. So you'll see like nothing ever goes outside his shoulder. Okay, even through the release, everything stays right under his shoulder. Okay. And there you can kind of see how the slide comes right back under him. Basically about the same board. Okay. So now he is sliding, let's see, here's 20, here's 30. So he's sliding probably 34-ish, but he's playing inside of 20, or right around 20, with a lot of swing actually. Okay. But if we look at long range from the back as far as footwork, walks fairly straight, start to finish. Okay. All right, so we're going to work on getting you a little bit less early, and then we can work on the feeling of the slide coming a little bit more, so we can get a little bit closer to your ankle. So it sounds like you might have just overdone the correction. If you used to be kind of throwing it over your toe, is that what you were describing before, where you're kind of really close at the release? Okay. Okay. And that could have been because you were even earlier, also. Okay. All right, let's stop recording here.